this all
by your local tri-state Genesis retailer. Chisholm Goldschmidt on the right side. Wells taking a look at the umpire scouting report brought to you by on the ABS challenges with him.
well, Coney said
From the wind, top of the stadium
for early December. It's freezing up there.
Schmidt fighting the mist.
Say both teams, no batting practice. I have game time. First pitch, 1 out.
It's part of a split admission doublehead. And he will take a strike. The rain out came at a good time that day.
Right now, the Rays are as hot as they're. The rain out where you can postpone a game for
Games. And struck.
a little challenge here.
And Arando. Well,
Confirmed.
If I'm a hitter, I mean, that is so close. Corner.
yeah. I mean, that is. And so now the Rays down.
Get through the first inning, but when you look at extremely important when those guys are leading off.
Weathers. Grounded up and off. A 90
There, he's the big power hitter.
Here is Ryan Valade. Good numbers on the season for Valade to get starts against lefties like this.
Time and time again, Ryan, you're kind of reminded from the tunnel right outside the way. Huge.
Yeah.
Like yeah, without a helmet on, you could tell, you know.
It's off first, the 1-2. Fouled, struck out.
Is high 260s, 266.
Exactly. And that one. The 2-2. Tap here.
Breaking ball there and a good one. That
Pitch of the at-bat upcoming. The 3-2. He's having another really strong season.
top of the list. Get this, since 2021, low rider. You're probably a little young for this. His career 1.03 ER. Look, fastball. You've seen a few of them. You don't know low rider?
No, low rider. Like, I'm a huge Beatles fan. I didn't catch
Not anymore.
All right, another.
Tampa has 1 challenge left.
On offensively in the top of the first. Chandler Simpson, the car shield, as per usual, and rips that to left field. That will end. Left center is finally bat on Friday on Chandler Simpson, who had to go retrieve.
You see, last year he was below average.
Rice rips that to right. Boy, Aaron Judge just a 2-game set because of the rain line out from Rice to end.
You never see Aaron Judge. Really, and you've got the numbers, Ryan. All right, nobody's on. Maybe there's 2 outs.
Right, maybe he's thinking he was hitting third and there was 2 outs. No.
I mean, that wasn't even a good throw.
Valade the whole time. It's
well hit by, was at the right fielder. And it's the wind's blowing.
I know, Paul, you had to leave the.
So my last thing is if it's freezing, it's really cold.
I mean, look at that turned. And it's a double.
You hit the ball so square that it kind of knuckles. You have height under the ball for him to relocate in the game, and Weathers thinking the same.
And again, this is an error, and then one play that could have been made in the Tampa Bay 9-1 Yankees. Those 4 games have been decided by a.
The only problem is you can't. I mean, it's what happened last year. They lost the tie, getting beat up by.
Weathers just looked sharp early. 2-pitch coming from Weathers. Swing and a miss, 2 away.
Changeup so much more effective. Modern to the plate to really cover off.
After he had hit 131.
Hit like 130.
Yeah.
And he is a solid major league player.
A 4-seamer less. It's tracking it, makes the catch.
Cole was pleased with his performance. Said it's a normal recovery. The arm comes to Garrett Cole. Now Cole, so he will pitch on regular Schlittler. Then Cole.
Garrett Cole wasn't the only. As Bellinger flies up with Fried as well. Little information.
After it opened today, to see if he could progress to throwing. And so he was using his glove to try to throw. This road trip to Kansas City and Sacramento. Imaging on his cap this week. If it should be too much longer.
Same thing when. You said where, when those guys.
Gold. The majors in batting average against with right-handers since the start of last season as Goldschmidt. Day for a chance at a profit boost of your odds for today's players.
Michael versus how many times the ball is challenged. I've called you Michael once.
That's right. That's run down your head. Say on Friday. 1-1. Chisholm grounds that into right field to base.
Left field foul pole where, he didn't.
There goes Chisholm.
That's their game, putting pressure on the defense.
Turn on Friday from the Kansas City. And the 1-2. Grounded weakly up the middle. Williams across the. And Caballero is out. So it off in the city yesterday.
Yeah. Time I got home from the weight room. So I got a ticket to the Lion King. I take a picture. I won't tell anybody in the ring. Do that stuff, and I saw
Williams, and you spent Diaz, Aranda, and Caminero.
Dead, Ryan. Now you got Diaz, Aranda pregame saying nobody has stolen a base on his whole career to get him.
Boy, this is a couple of times. And now,
anytime you got a leadoff runner on, Diaz, Aranda, and Caminero.
11th pickoff.
Weather's great move, and Max Fried.
Yeah. Hop will toss it in, and
he always been got up in the 20s last year for Diaz.
Challenge
last year, so they knew.
Off our team, he ended up missing 2 months on July 31st, weekend of the season, and so I was healthy, end the year on a good.
They weren't in the playoff hunt. Self. Great start like he has.
And in the field, Diaz.
Well, it certainly was. This ball's hit hard. Double play, but kind of an in-between hop, too. It wasn't a short hop.
As the next 2 batters have reached, he singled his first time up.
5 last year with 110 RP Yankees.
6-4. He's against Rasmussen. And, in the majors by a lot. Hard. Often, and there you go.
Caminero hits it hard on the ground. You're going to get that double. He is the just kind of looking right field. Blade is going into the seats.
Yeah.
Three fastballs. The cutter, the four-seamer, and the
homered yesterday. Round. Aranda will make. He didn't homer yesterday, Paul. Maybe he went to the American. Do we know what doll your granddaughter picked?
My daughter's 30 now. So I guess about
kids that pop up, man.
I don't think they.
I'm sure you get roped into.
By you get 2 quick outs like you said.
Grounded. Is on. Started to get a little fortune. Here's another one.
Reaction. He expects to make this play. You leave your feet and have to throw against you. There's no indication that knee's by
15 in the first.
The last out up in the air was a line drive to center field.
Aaron Boone was talking about that with that things look some balls hard at people. Said it felt different. He usually is reticent to do so.
Yeah, I don't know that. For years and years, right?
1 now on Judge. Judge challenges. The MLB average is 47. Mullins fighting the win, makes the game today. Yankees will head to Kansas City. Pounces.
You see Sim wanting, but they changed left as well.
That is looped into left. Bellinger right. In the second.
If you got no win.
Fastest home to first time. Throws high. Goal.
When you just basically you're playing for second.
Rice dumps it up the middle. Walls makes it.
Just makes it look easy, and that's all. Of his pitches.
And Paul gave you these numbers early. In opponent OPS. It's top 10 in base. Got it right. Hey, let's check out one of today's player. Most amazing the ball was that career 1913.
I think you'd have a hiccup along the way somewhere, and continues to pitch the way he.
Career here. There goes Bellinger. Throws out another.
But, you know, you got a little wet track knee there. Continue to press the issue.
This series 5 for 3-0.
I'm sure he's putting a lot of work. The numbers don't lie about stealing bases.
And Goldschmidt, there's Chisholm. Games a .441 batting average. It's with 2 outs here and a man on.
Wearing Giancarlo Stanton's pants, using hose. Hadn't opened yet. Caballero was nowhere to be up. Looked over and was like, "Whoops!" Everybody.
Yeah. Soriano, he came up to me once. I used a really heavy bat,
And he was no
using your bat. There's another thing about going. 4 of them are just pearls. You take one of those. Don't take one of my pearls.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them just have that good grip.
Another good start from West. He's allowed. You know, I thought it was time.
Gonna
Get a dozen bats or so or whatever.
just have perfect grain on them, wide grain. Those are the ones that were kind of off hard wood, you know.
Yeah. Coming down from third, makes the catch.
Box of bats, you just can't wait to open it. Handles are off a little bit, but you get so accustomed. Went on, they felt like they got tired, or everybody.
I didn't know if you were going specific or suspicious. Was going to his box of bats.
Your bat feels like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
Story, stay with your bat. Oh, there's a strike. Today to the 9-hitter Williams and now the 8-hitter walk, which proved to be huge.
Concentrate even more on those innings to get guys off. As Caminero, but with the walk to Williams,
Take a beating, but it just feels like Austin Wells. 1. That is hammered to left field. Bellinger over.
that was kind of a trick. But you know, if you listen to it closely, kind of freezing.
Up. Foul. You know, the wind today is also
Such, and especially now with the winds kind of blowing the fielder.
Paul.
I don't know. It's been so long since
We'll do that to you.
yeah. And
Pitch chopped up the middle. Caballero races to it. Makes